here. Maketaz starts now.
All right, welcome to today's edition of Maketaz. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. Okay, my name is Olamide and you know how we do it here. I have this stunning lady and she's seated just by my side. Let her do the introduction. Or should I be the one who introduces you?
I will introduce myself. I passed today. I'll introduce myself. Yes, everybody. My name is Ebun. Welcome to the show. It's Maketaz, and you don't just want to guess what the topic is.
Okay, but we don't usually let the cat out of the bag. So
don't,
Okay,
please.
so let's take it. We should take a break. Should we take a break?
Yes, we should. Yes,
okay, let's take a break. So we'll come back after this break, and then we'll give you the topic, the very interesting topic that we have planned for today.
Hi there. Did you know you can retrieve your NIN without going to the NIMC office? Just dial *346# and make sure it is with the phone number you registered with. This is only available to MTN and Airtel network.
Africa Tech Radio.
All right, welcome back to Maketaz, and you can listen to Maketaz. It's a podcast, and it is live on ATR, Africa Tech Radio, and you can also watch this episode on YouTube simply by subscribing to Techuncode. That's the handle to subscribe to on YouTube. You can listen to it and other interesting episodes of Maketaz that we've done in the past just for your enlightenment and entertainment and for your listening pleasure. Okay, Ebun, today we said we're going to be looking at something that is very interesting, something everybody, as far as you're a Nigerian, can relate with. This is the biggest market there is, unless somebody else has a contrary opinion. Computer Village. Why is Computer Village the biggest market there is?
Are you joking?
Come on.
Are you joking? Our very own Computer Village.
Okay.
So Computer Village is the biggest information technology and accessory market in Nigeria. The village used to be on the Ogolano Drive in Surulere before now. That's in the early 90s, and they had to move to a more permanent site in Ikeja, in Otigba. That's what you call Otigba. I'm going to Otigba. Yes.
Okay, well, it's actually the biggest accessory market, the computer accessory market in West Africa. To start with, it's actually one of the biggest. And also, let me give you a quick fact. You probably didn't know that the Computer Village was formerly located in Ogolano Drive in Surulere in the early 90s.
Yeah.
It was located in Surulere. And I grew up in Surulere. I was born in Surulere. I didn't know until I made the research. So it's really interesting. It's a fact.
I think the movement didn't make people know because smartphones were not available as at then, but with the introduction of smartphones, maybe in the in the 2000s, the late 90s and the 2000s, it made it more. It necessitated the fact that people needed to get smartphones.
Yeah.
So the movement was just was on point. Was at the right time that they had to move from Surulere to Ikeja, where they are now, the current location. So as people began to adopt smartphones, Ikeja now Otigba became the hub for every accessory, everything. Remember that when smartphones started, we started with the Sagem, the Nokia, the Triumph and all of that. It's Raya, exactly. So the movement or the transition from where they were at Surulere was just at the exact time or at the right time. So the market is big, not just because of the space or the landmass. It's big in terms of the products that you can find there, the accessories you can find there. It's your one-stop shop for everything
that has to do with computer.
Yes, exactly. Not just computer, because we call it Computer Village.
Yeah.
But it's not just about computer. It's about smartphones. It's about every other everything called gadgets, your tabs, your pads, everything.
And say it's very interesting. So, it's really, I want to ask this question. Is there really anything you can't find in Computer Village?
Lara?
Is there anything you can't find in Computer Village?
Nope.
Okay, the last time I visited Computer Village, I think I was last month, just last month, I went to Computer Village and I had to get something. I had to get a shirt for a particular show that I was preparing for, and I went to Computer Village. No, you
It's
hear
bread,
the name
right?
Computer Village.
Are you buying shirt for
You're not even
Computer
supposed to
Village?
find shirt but you would find shirt, you would find food, you would find fruit, you would find what can you not find
So,
in this Computer Village?
What you will not find is human parts, but you will find every other thing in Computer Village. You'll find every other thing from cooking
Okay.
utensils
Yeah.
to food items to clothing items
Everything.
to luxury items,
Everything.
accessories. You will find everything. And the
Agree.
reason is clear. Wherever you find people, you find markets. Wherever you find markets, you find the purchasing power. And people always move to where the purchasing power, business people move to where the purchasing power is. And that's where you find people. So because people is a vital resource, remember our 4 P's in marketing?
Yeah.
People, price, place,
And
Product.
yeah.
so promotion comes in also.
Promotions as well.
So that's making 5 P's. So all of these things, wherever you see one, you most likely find the other. So that's why you'd most likely say that there is absolutely nothing you can find in Computer Village.
Okay,
Yeah.
quick fact. Let's give you the Computer Village is under the umbrella body of Computer and Allied Products Dealers Association of Nigeria, and that's CAPDAN. Now, also apart from sales of phones and technology accessories, the Computer Village also deals in phone repair. So if you have issues with your phone, your computer, or your gadgets, what's the first point of stop that you go to? It's the Computer Village.
Yes, even those guys that stay close to your homes and say we can repair phones and put
They
phone
take
repair,
it there, right?
they collect the phone from you and go back to Computer Village to repair. Because where would you find the accessories?
Yeah.
Where would you find the replacement parts if not in Computer Village? That's why it's no news that's where Computer Village houses almost all the smartphone companies, their repair center or their service center or their customer care center.
Yeah.
That they have an office in Computer Village. So it's easy for you to walk in, do the repairs and leave. It's easy for you to make your repairs. You'll find the accessories, the parts in Computer Village. So it makes your work easier and your life easier.
I agree with you. Okay, let's get to some more interesting facts that concerns the economy. Did you know that the Computer Village generates more than $2 billion
What?
annually to Nigeria's economy, and that represents about 2% of Nigeria's GDP? That's
Okay.
$2 billion. I'm not talking about naira.
So
dollars.
remember what we said about SMEs and MSMEs contributing to the economy of the country. It comes back to this.
Of course.
So you know that in Computer Village you find, so I can conveniently say 90%.
Yeah.
90% of the persons there are SMEs and MSMEs.
MSMEs. True.
So, and they are the ones that really contribute to the economy of the country. So you would not be surprised by this figure.
The figures.
So yeah, I am not surprised. I was even expecting it to be more.
Okay, you know what,
Yes.
Ebun? The Computer Village contributes $4.1 million daily to the economy.
Daily.
And that's, if you convert it to naira, it's about 1.5 billion naira in equivalent to the dollar.
So yes, this is real facts. This is real facts, and I want to believe it's true. The moment something happens in Ikeja and they shut down Computer Village, you discover the place looks like a dead zone.
It's more like it's deserted,
it's weird.
basically, yeah. I agree
It's
with you.
weird. So because of the cycle of revenue that goes on in that place, it's a hub. Not just the person selling phone, the person who is parking your car when you're buying.
Yeah.
The person who is selling snacks to you.
The food,
as you're waiting to pick up your phone after repairs. The person who is selling you the water. The person who is selling you the airtime card, and all of these things, they cycle. So the revenue generation, Computer Village is a stronger revenue generation point for the
Nigeria.
country, not just the country, even for the states that it sits in.
Lagos.
The taxation, the taxes that you have to pay because you're in Computer Village. So it's a strong point. And don't forget, Computer Village is close, very close in terms of proximity to the local government secretariat, Ikeja local government secretariat.
Yeah.
So you can imagine.
So you can say it's strategically located.
Yes, exactly.
Very,
it
very
is.
strategically located. Okay, now we're not exaggerating now when we give you these figures that the Computer Village holds about 1 million visitors daily. Now, if you look at how
The footfall.
busy, the Otigba from the front to the back. Otigba is actually very large. The Computer Village.
Do you know how many entrances are there?
There are different entrances.
You can literally get missing in Computer Village.
If you don't, there was a day I was actually working with someone. Before I could say Jack Robinson, I looked for the person. I couldn't find. We had to call each other via phone just to be able to locate where we were. So we decided that this is the assembly point.
But you need to be careful.
I'll be with you. So yeah, we're going to get to that point of security as it has to do with Computer Village. But let's also give you this very fact that there are more than 3,000 MSMEs that, like you rightly mentioned, that have one shop or the other in Computer Village.
Yes, so we move to that. I think we should talk about the security in Computer Village now. With that number of persons coming in and out that market, with the number of resources or valuables in that market, with the number of transactions going on in that market, the security level is still yet to match it.
I agree with you.
Totally. Yes, because you can imagine the transaction in billions.
Yeah, billions of dollars, not just naira.
And you barely find a policeman on one of the streets because there are several streets linking and interconnecting. Mm-hmm. So you at least one policeman per street for a market as big as that. If you look at the number of policemen we have in Nigeria, do you even think that they're enough to protect everyone? So that policing issue is something else.
That's where I think the management of the Computer Village and the state government can actually adopt private security outfits. Mm-hmm. That would help a lot. I mean, if you adopt private security outfit, I know that that's an option, an alternative that can be adopted to curb these incessant cases of stealings and unruly habits that we see in Computer Village.
True, so that explains why some people don't even want to come close to the market, because if they believe if I go there with my phone or my valuable item, I might most likely not come back with it. So I prefer to send somebody, or I prefer to order a new one online. I can't go through the stress of Computer Village. I don't want somebody collecting my phone.
You don't want somebody pickpocketing my money that I want to use to. Oh man, if you haven't fallen victim, you wouldn't know how it feels.
So I hear stories of people going to the village to buy a phone, and they show them the device. It's lovely, it's nice, and they say, "Let me package the phone for you." And you get somewhere you find fufu. So if you don't understand what fufu means cassava.
Fufu means fufu.
Cassava pudding. Let me make it very nice. It's cassava pudding in
my goodness,
in the phone case. So you find cassava pudding. What you need is stew. Anyway, I'm just being sarcastic.
Well,
so
it's
the security level is still appalling.
Wanting.
Yes, it's appalling.
True.
So we need to the security level needs to be beefed up for a place like Computer Village. But apart from that, I think the village is it's the Eiffel Tower of Nigeria.
Okay,
of Lagos.
I agree. Now, would you believe this stats? Now, according to data that we were able to get from the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS), did you know that more than 20 million phones are sold monthly in the Computer Village alone?
20 million phones.
More than
That's
20
a
million.
lot.
20 million phones.
So,
but can you dispute that fact?
So I'm not quite sure about the volume of phones that are sold in the village monthly.
Look at the population of Lagos State, of Nigeria. People will buy phones and sell. We know some people that are gadget freaks who would basically want to get the latest.
So for transactions like that, I also want to look at the mobile shipping volume annually.
Yeah.
I also want to look at the number of persons that do resale of phone. Like I buy a device, I use it for 2 months, and I have to discard, sell, and buy another one. If we consider all of these factors, yes, it could get to 20 million. But if you're looking at devices brought into the country yearly, yearly we might not be able to. So I'm thinking about this data is about devices that have been sold and they are rebuying and reselling. Second-hand value. In general, so it's possible.
It's very, very possible. Okay, because of the want of time, we'll just give you slide one and then we'll take our final words before we go. But did you know that in September 2018, Google gifted the Computer Village a Wi-Fi station when it launched a free connectivity service in Lagos? Now, my final words before Ebun gives us, I can confidently say that if you seek any gadget or accessory and you can't find it within your location, you are almost certain to find it in the Computer Village in Ikeja. If you have a contrary opinion, Ebun, argue with yourself.
I'm not arguing about that. Not at all. So what I would say, final words is, if you're going to the computer village, be smart, be safe, and be secured.
And remember, this is Lagos.
This is Lagos, real Lagos.
You know, other states will tell you welcome to Abia State, but when you have to do with Lagos, this is Lagos. You are in Lagos. Laoju. All right, that's the end of Marketers. One, thank you for listening, and remember, you can follow Techuncode on social media at Techuncode. You can also subscribe to our channel on YouTube at Techuncode, and you can keep listening to Africa Tech Radio ATR for the very best of tech and tech related topics. This is Marketers. My name is Olamide and I have the beautiful Ebun Amusun. It's been a pleasure doing this with you. I love this show when you're on board.
Oh, thank you.
All right, until next time, have a great one. Stay safe, use your nose mask, always keep social distancing. It's really important. And Marketers will be here to serve you the very best. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Marketers.